It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Oh, what a move. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's good for Eagles. First down. First and 10.
They'll run. It's Rashard Smith. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
2nd and 11. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Back to throw. Graves. Airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And the Baltimore first down.
Here's Richardson to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Lucas Van Ness. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find
under pressure. They got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. It's caught. This is White. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Owens. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Graves. He wants it all for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This now a 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled down. He wound up getting 8.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barnes. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Richardson looking to throw. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll be correct 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their...
Richardson hit and he fumbles it. And the Eagles have recovered.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
It's second down and 10.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
10 yards to go.
Back to throw. Graves. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Brings up third and 5.
In motion, the tight end. From the gun on third down, Graves. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll keep it on the ground. Barnes. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okurebu now. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
In punt formation for the Ravens.
That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That one too wide and incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. Oh, nice move. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Richardson. That's complete. It's Okuegbunam. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. A 28-yard gain.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Barnes, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barnes. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Richardson. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Jake Ferguson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Romero.
And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Amari Barno on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Looking to throw. Graves. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Back to throw. Graves. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. He'll try to do it himself. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. They'll look to throw here on first down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the Ravens' 29-yard
second and 14. And that one to the right side and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Graves. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They go play action with Richardson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our journey.
Looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Up come the Ravens now. Offense first here in this third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game? Richardson hit and he fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Operating from the gun, Graves. He's got the connection to Moore. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5.
Out of the gun now on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And they'll run again. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Play action. Now Richardson. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first down, it's Barnes. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Richardson off the play fake. That's complete. It's the rookie from USC. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Graves. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity miss there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural. Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Now it's Richardson. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Left side here, and it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That's a much-needed accomplishment there on 3rd down. They've been forced to punt far too many times already. They needed something to go their way, and they're able to get a new set of downs.
Runs through the contact. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Richardson to throw. Throwing quickly for Mike Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
29 yards. First down, Ravens.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Off play action, Richardson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And Richardson yet again. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Graves. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That's good.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Flanagan. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Graves. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
From the gun on third down, Graves. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Point after try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a long 11-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Here's second and 10.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is third and 10.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First down and goal to go.
Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
On the draw, this is Smith. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, but now they're set up a little better here for third and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Great defense there on third and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They gave it to him in search of his third touchdown, but he's denied. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, Oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Barnes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 40-yard line.
On second down, here's the option.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a first and 10 up at the 44.
And the Baltimore first down.
Looking to throw. Richardson.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Throwing again on second and 10.
Richardson.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another.
Back to throw. Richardson. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Here's second and 5 now from the 37.
Looking to throw. Richardson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left.
Now a second and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10.
Now Richardson.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Eagles, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.